ends. 7 parts of it. Forgive people who have hurt you and move on.
Okay.
Take a break from work, from studying, from things, people, and events that's too much for you right now. Practice gratefulness. Another year has passed, and you have grown and learned so much along the way. Do one thing you've been putting off all year. If things have not gone how you wanted them, that's okay. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and start over again. Judge yourself from the pain of the past year and hold on to the good times. Spend time with your family and friends. Make as many beautiful memories as you can. Happy December.
Happy December. December to remember indeed. But I'm going to be sharing some videos today about identity and also about a lot of controversial state. But in regards to the video of today is a Black American woman basically, and we have a Kenyan brother here saying Black American women are too aggressive for African men. So, okay, a Kenyan brother is gonna literally maybe it's a debate to basically give our opinions, and also we will talk about how the passport bros conversation went on. But let's listen into this conversation about Black American women are too aggressive for African men.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
Me what I wanted to hear.
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Because you laugh at people like, what? What do you mean want me to have 3 children?
Oh,
No.
wow. And these one of them I was dating, but the other one was just like a random conversation.
He didn't have any interest with having kids?
Yeah, the one he was just like, I'm not interested. It was just somebody I was having a
No, that
conversation.
makes no sense.
That's because that's a very strong part of Kenyan culture.
I mean, I would want to have, even if I haven't grown like in a strong family, because we had travel, different work experiences made us like
We
go.
know that a lot of Africans, literally like born in Africa, still here, they believe in having children, literally. And I know a lot of maybe some African women or African American women, some they don't believe in that, maybe independent women, or they just want to have their life going on. But literally African men believe in that. Like their generation, how their lineage is gonna be. But we find some women right now, they don't identify with that. Yeah, and mostly I think African men is actually maybe not, some are like that, some men in Africa they're like, okay, I don't want kids.
Most want kids.
Yeah, most want kids. The percentage of the ones who don't want kids, even though they're not gonna settle down, they want kids. Literally.
Exactly. They will tell you Nizalia too.
Yes. Actually,
Nizalia
in your face.
Just give birth. For me and leave that kid for me because they want the lineage and all that. But I have a question for you, Watson. Even before we just continue with that, we hear that guy's statement. Do you believe that American women are too strong for African men? Because that's the headline of that.
I don't think so, actually.
Why?
Because I think they can just find a man who can handle them. Yeah, and also their system is broken. Where their environment. So actually, African American sisters, whatever they are, it's because they have to be strong. Because the system doesn't favor them.
I still believe there's a way that the statement makes a little bit of sense, not 100%. Maybe this is my thinking. African American women are way tougher than a normal African woman. All of us are African, but the ones in the States, you find because of the environment, that they will say where you said it, and how we've seen their podcast, they actually tend to be like really becoming strong. And we've even seen some men coming to marry like an African in Africa, you see, and they say African women in Africa, they still calm, they still have that, out of, hey, not like that. I hope you get what I mean. So when you look at an African man who is actually stayed there in Africa, maybe used to the normal African woman, right? And that is what he's used to. And then I understand, and it's about like a very strong African American woman, and sometimes they don't get to come to a conclusion or on the same page, so they find it really hard. But actually there is a background as to why they're like that. yes, they might be, and it might be tough for an African man, but I've also seen African men who have actually married American women.
Of course.
And it actually worked for
Yeah.
them. I've seen American men who have come to marry African, and American men who have married American women,
Yeah.
and it actually worked for them. But it's a conversation of debate.
Yeah.
Like, we can actually wait and say, sometimes, yeah, this happens, because a normal African man who lives in Africa, and you know, they're taught to be mostly, I think, all men.
Yeah.
An African man, you are strong, you are that, you know, and all that. And then you meet a woman who is explored, a woman who is like modern, who knows a lot, exposed, and comes out in a very strong way. You might feel kind of intimidated. But it depends also with the person you are, because sometimes it works for other people. If it didn't work for you, the American women, there's variety of African women
Yes, so
in
true.
Africa. But yeah, I think it's a conversation. I think also because the difference of cultures, there's a little bit of difference of culture. Sisi watu wenye tuko hapa ndani in Africa and them in the States. You see, there are things we do that we like, the things they do we are still questioning, like, what the hell is that? So I feel like also that is a barrier to maybe them not actually agreeing on different terms. So the difference and the difference in cultures maybe is a reason as to why, or rather might be a root cause to why they feel like they can't handle an American woman. For me, that is my thought.
I feel like for me, the system is literally against them. They just have to be strong. I don't like the word aggressive. I can say strong, honestly, because maybe they have dreams to not chase goals and everything like that. Some are mothers, single mothers, so they literally have to put in a lot of work. Because I believe we have amazing inside. I believe they're very soft and they're loving and they're passionate. If they find their match, it works.
They need like an alpha.
Yes.
Real alpha.
Yes.
Because they are very
I don't think it's the word aggressive. I don't like using that word. And that word has been really used on actually African women a lot. You're too loud. You're too aggressive. What do you mean by that? Because it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Go separate direction. But I still think like family is like a really good foundation for. You wouldn't be here if your dad decided not to have kids.
And I wouldn't.
Imagine if somebody was doing an interview with him and then somewhere and he's just like, I would never want kids. You wouldn't exist.
But I wouldn't know. I wouldn't exist. Exactly.
But I'm just saying.
I wouldn't exist.
But I'm just saying. I think it's just missing out on parenting. I would want to just see myself as a parent. I think a mini version of me who I can create, or even whether it's boys and girls, and just make them better people. I think it's something that will give me really good satisfaction when I'm at an older age, probably 70s there, and my kids are coming to visit me with my grandchildren. I would want that.
I think parenthood, motherhood is very important.
Yeah.
A lot of people these days, they say that childless people, they say having kids in today's world is almost unethical. Like, do you feel like it would be unethical to have kids, like knowing all the struggles that people are going through?
Finance, if you don't have your finance on check, I think it's definitely chaotic. Even like just
I can agree with that. If you don't have your finances in check, which makes sense.
Yeah, even in Africa, you have to have your finances in check as a man.
Yeah, actually, he's talking about Kenyans. I think they're in Kenya or something like that.
Okay.
So he's saying here, literally, even the lady has said, a lot of people right now, they're saying it's unethical to have kids. And the guy was saying, because of the world they're living, right? But he was like, okay, he can understand that, because right now, I feel like if you don't have your finances in check, like, why do you want to have a kid?
Exactly.
Literally. Yeah. Because it's going to be a struggle. You're going to be depressed. This kid is literally a human being. They need your help from the time you conceive them. They're depending on you.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, even like outside of finances, like even morally, or being raised in like just a environment where people are struggling, like, do you think it could be unethical in a way to have kids and bring them into this world?
But you know, the craziest part is I've seen some of, like, there's some people I know and my friends, I'm sorry
Mm-hmm.
if they say this, but they're some of the reckless, most irresponsible people. But they have kids.
And they're
And
doing
I
a good
look
job.
at them, I'm like, okay, you know, there's a bit of struggle here and there.
Mhm.
But I'm looking at them and I'm like, they are managing it.
Mhm.
How is this even possible?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, what about single parents' vibes? I'm trying to. What's the question?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, like, if you just have like bits of finances, okay, I think family will give you like a better meaning to life.
Mhm.
Because at times we think we're chasing so many different things, and you'll hear a lot of people nowadays talking about, like, I just want to make my bag, I just want to collect my bag. But what if once you make those millions, and then
Mm-hmm.
aren't you supposed to enjoy it, spending the money with the people
Yeah.
that you love the most?
Mm-hmm.
And even think about like success stories from people. And I think it's always good to look at people's success stories. And when you see like people who, like, they made so much money and some started losing it and some committed suicide, or people just behaving like in a very, they seem like,
My conclusion in regards to what they're trying to say here in this spot, fear is an illusion. There's nothing like fear. Okay, in my world, it's an illusion. Because I believe in divine timing and the fact that we live in this chaotic world doesn't mean you should stop living your life in regards to how you want your life to be, because of whatever is happening. You are the one who decides how you're gonna raise your child, in which environment, what you're gonna expose your child to. It's up to you. If you live in fear in everything, career, relationship, everything, you will never really attain what you really want to attain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's true because it's the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
You might do it and then you find it was not actually a big deal. That's why you hear people have raised kids. They're like, we didn't plan, and the kids turned out really well. And they're like, and you're like, oh my god, how did you without a job and everything?
Yeah.
And if they say like, yeah, they turned out really, really well. Sometimes, and then there's somebody who waits. Like, yeah, I'm waiting.
Yes.
Stable, I'm waiting. You become stable at 50. And
Facts.
probably you wanted kids. You see, now you're like, no, I'm stable, I'm 50. What am I going to do?
Yes.
You see, so at the end of the day, I feel like it's the fear of the unknown. Even like job-wise, you might be scared of doing something. But till you cross, then you'll know. So I feel like it's just a mindset, a thought, an illusion. It's never existed till you try it. Because the people who have tried it and it worked for them.
I agree.
So it depends on you. But also when he talked about a pointer that I wanted to add on, definitely when he talked about raising kids and spending money with people who you care about. I was just having this thought, Uko go back office, and I told Chris, I don't know how this is gonna sound, that I personally, this is my opinion, I really don't want to bring up my kid in, like, I don't know which time, I don't know how this is gonna sound, in the ghetto.
Okay.
Because there's a lot, I've lived there in environs, and I see how that affects your kid unless you get him out of that place. So there are people, and I'm not saying raising your kids, there are people who have been raised there and they've worked. But I also believe the plan you have and the vision you have for your kids are different. What I might want is not what somebody might want, right? I might say, mwingine anasema venye, I remember even guy said, mi bado natafuta pesa nataka kurei mtoto wangu. Probably anataka akimake like maybe somebody's like, when I become a billionaire, mwingine ako like, probably when I become a millionaire, mwingine ako like, nikipata tu a stable job.
Yes.
Mwingine ako like, mtoto wangu so long as anaweza kula kusoma.
Yes.
It depends. People have different visions of that, and it's okay. Kuna mtu anataka mimi mtoto wangu nataka akiingia napata kuna full mansion, kuna rooms ya kila mtu, but what's blame home say?
Of course.
Exactly. So I believe like it depends on the vision and what you want for your kids, depending on you as a parent. Because if we say it, I'm looking for money, kuna mtu mwenye atatafuta hiyo pesa aipate at 50 ama atazaa sangapi, na maybe alikuwa anataka kuwa parent. Unamsema acha nizae saizi niko na job, hii pesa niko nayo, it's stable to actually bring up a family, and it works for them. So it depends with what you want with your kids. Personally, lakini mimi nasema it depends. What I want is not that environment. If I can just have a better environment for them to live in that is not that, because of the stuff I've seen. And they actually say children, because even you might be a present parent, you're like, I'm present now ako kwa hiyo environment, mwenye anaenda nao shule anaongea na huyo mtoto, maybe ni mtoto mwenye ako na tabia mbaya, right? You find automatically they know things because of the environment. Now I want to be so intentional. Sawa, this is all I can make. Mtoto wangu anaenda kwa hii shule, bado tu hapo kwa ghetto ama wapi, anarudi best yake fulani wenye aligrow na ama kwa store, kuna tuka mtu kata mu affect. So a lot of people tend to try, no, I don't want to raise them in this environment, and it is okay. But I feel like it varies with what you want for your kid and your family, which is really okay. But you have to actually, in a fight, okay, am I comfortable with raising my kid in this environment?
That is so true.
Exactly, because somebody's like, unajua tunaweza sema mtu anasema eti nataka mimi hadi ni make 1 billion. Oh, jimbo na amesema nataka ku make 1 billion ya raise mtoto wake hapo. Everybody has their own wishes and has their own visions of what they actually vision their family to be, the environment, their family to live, the schools. Maybe ndoko like, because people are saying I want better for my kid. Kama mimi nilisoma shule maybe hivi, naweza sema I want better, mtoto wangu asome international. So till I actually get to actually have that stable, let me not have kids. Or till maybe I might get a kid alafu afike class 2 atasoma na nini, ama atakula nini. So everybody varies, and that's why you find kuna nyanawizo kwa ghetto, they turn up really, really well. Right. The people with money and their kids, they have kids and they're very reckless. The way he said, he has friends who are very reckless. Anashanga, how are you a parent?
It's true. Who say that?
You know, so it actually depends on you as a person. What do you really want? What do you envision? Just the same way you envision your character. Envision the family you want and the life you want, and live in it.
Because you might be financially stable, but you're not mentally prepared.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how much money you have, but if you're not mentally prepared, it's not going to be easy.
It's not.
You're going to wreck your child's life.
Exactly. You might get all the house help, and then you're not present.
Yes.
You have conversation like, and then they're grown up now, you realize you're so different from your kid. And you're like, but I've always been here. They've been raised by house elves. They've not been raised by you. So you are not mentally ready. Maybe you have an house elf anaangalia yes wamekula wamelala wameenda shule. Uko na part. Yes, you have the money, but are you ready to be present? So it actually has a lot of verification, a lot of things needed to actually have a family. Not only money, it might be a factor, yes, let's not forget about it. Mental availability, presence, because a kid is not only, hey, ndo hii pesa mpeleke, ndo hii sio hiyo, kuna vitu mingi.
It takes a lot, and the fact that they're saying Black American women are aggressive for African men, I disagree with the word aggressive. And that's why we have.
I've seen Black American women crying.
Yes, they're very soft.
I've seen them crying because of an African Nigerian one.
Right.
So how do you want to tell me she was too aggressive and she fell in love and I said Nigerian man, lakini Nigerians, you've done people dirty all over the world. Are they the ones that people say aggressive are soft for you?
That is true.
Odogo.
We have this video that I shared in regards to what we're talking about, and also the fact that we can see our brothers in the United States coming to African countries looking for wives, right? Or just trying to look for African women. They're called passport bros. And there was one in Kenya who was trending, and it kind of trended, but our ladies really responded to
When was it trending?
Oh, you didn't hear about it?
No, I didn't know even they're called passport bros. I was wondering, who are these passport bros? So they're Americans.
African Americans.
Who come here. So if kid comes, he's a passport bro. And they're mosquito.
Mr. Yourself?
Or
no.
Or like,
he's
why?
not coming to look for women.
Okay, so those who are coming to look for wives.
Yeah.
But why are they given the passport bros?
I wonder.
The name, is it because they want Kenyan passport? I don't understand.
Right.
I don't know.
So there's the one who kind of like just crossed the boundary.
Okay, California.
He really talked down on the African women.
Oh, okay.
Kenyan women, actually.
Oh.
And it was crazy on the internet.
Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you are all doing well. So there's this whole drama going on TikTok right now between a Kenyan woman and passport bros in Kenya, or a particular passport bro, if I may say. So it all started with this video that kind of went viral. Take a look.
There's a group of Black American men who have been creating content about life in Kenya and then encouraging other men to leave the US and come settle down in Kenya for many reasons, including the obvious ones. Weather is great, it's not so expensive compared to the US. People are friendly, but more importantly, they're encouraging men to move to Kenya because of the women. They are calling Africa and especially Kenya the hope for masculinity and a man's paradise. They say that Kenyan women, number one, are very beautiful and attractive, but more than this, they say that women in Kenya are very feminine, soft, and submissive.
The thing is, Kenyan women are so soft and kind and feminine.
They're being treated like kings here without even having to put in so much effort that they only need to...
There's a lady who responded to that. She was like, no, it's the dollars.
I think I wanted to say that. But I didn't want to say. I was like,
no,
how?
she actually said
I
it.
was like, so how old was that woman who was submissive to you? Probably she was young.
And then
was she
that.
financially stable?
Yeah.
If she was not that, now dogu master. Trust me, Kenyan women will submit to you. They will wipe. I've seen they even wiping your feet, massaging you,
Yeah.
calling you my king with the dollar, baby. I know.
So when she responded to this, she was like, it's the dollar.
It's
We're
the-
not soft and feminine.
Have you
You know?
met me?
And then now that passport bros responded.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I feel like women just submit
Yeah.
naturally to a masculine man.
Yeah.
If he's masculine, I feel like a man, while he's in his full masculinity,
Yeah.
a woman will definitely
Of
submit.
course.
I feel like we struggle mostly. You see, with the African I don't say indigenous. We're
Right.
all African in Africa.
Yeah.
Man, probably their conversation tunavutana. Unaelewa? Oh, maybe cash. Oh, I want 50-50. Oh, I want this.
I know.
Oh, I want this. But that one will come with you with everything and will
Yes.
tell you calm down.
And you
sit
wouldn't
here.
even tell a woman about
Exactly,
50-50
or
as
anything.
a masculine man.
Yeah, so if
you're African or not.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I definitely believe when a man is in his full masculinity, the submission or whatever they do comes naturally.
Yeah.
And that's why you see a woman, they won't be complaining about, hey, the bills was paying. An African will tell you, girl, am I your mom? We are paying this rent and you're paying this food. We are going on a date and you're doing that. But also I've also seen African women also submitting to an African man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it depends with who you are. But also these ones that don't have jobs,
Yeah.
don't have a purpose.
Yeah.
They're waiting for these men to take care of them. If they see the dollar,
Thank you.
you've seen the way
Thank you,
even
yeah.
they behave with the white men.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the money.
The money.
And they're actually thinking because an American man amekuja with the
Yeah.
accent, the mentality is because he lives in the States, he has
Mm-hmm.
money. So they will actually take advantage of him, even on the
Yeah.
streets when they walk.
Yeah.
Before they say anything, you'll just think it's some kamahu njoroke.
Yeah.
And then when he just talks with the accent, utashtukia tu mtu amemwongeza even if he's gonna buy something.
Yeah.
Because now the mentality is, he's American, he has money.
He has money.
Exactly.
But
So
if you show off you have money, they will gonna
they
spend on
will,
you.
they will. Let you
Some
have
are not like genuine, like they really got connected with you. Some they're like, oh, okay.
Probably you came and met some nice girl
Yeah.
and took her to Sarova and nice and trips, and she was like, yes, my king, I'm gonna do everything for you. I'm very submissive. Tell me, daddy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Let's listen to this. I want you to listen to this
Okay.
movie.
to send text messages at the right time, and these women, we women, are melting in their arms.
With my experience, they kind of just melt in your arms. They kind of just fall in your arms. I don't really have to do much. I don't have to put in that much effort. The most effort that I have to put in is to send messages accordingly at the correct times of the day and be consistent with messaging. As long as you do that, I don't see how you can not be successful.
Their main challenge is actually having to say no, picking and choosing, because the options of good women are too many. The applications are too many. They cannot believe it because they say women in Kenya exist in their femininity naturally.
I'll be honest with you, the most probably difficult thing you'll probably deal with here when it comes to dating is to not accept everybody that comes your way.
Now, if you're wondering what a passport bro is, take a look at this video.
Passport bro math is when a guy leaves a Western country because apparently all Western women are gold diggers. but then when he gets to that third world country, the first thing he does is he leads with his wallet.
I think after that video went viral, this lady from Kenya decided to come out and let them know.
First of all, we're not third world country. Take a look at that. Do your history.
Why the women may be behaving like that over there towards them. Take a look.
Do your African history research.
There's a bunch of black American men that have settled in Nairobi or settling in Nairobi,
So you want to
and they're
tell me
making
this
content
one?
around Kenya.
This one is like the calm one and feminine, you're saying.
This one is reacting
Yeah,
to
see,
that.
So I think she's Kenyan, right?
She's Kenyan, yes.
Definitely. And she
Yeah.
said in Kenya we have the soft. The
Mhm.
See now.
This is
Huku kwanza
why.
kwenye ameanza, this is not soft.
And women being soft, feminine, sweet, and they are being treated like kings compared to how they are being treated in America. And as a Kenyan woman, I'll be honest, is the money, bro. Is the dollar that you came with from US Hey that is giving you that level of treatment. Let the dollar run out, Troy. Let the money run out. That's when you'll find out that Kenyan women can also be rude and disrespectful. You want to play with Nairobi dating scenes with no finance, Troy? It's not the accent that is sustained the relationship. It's not the bling bling. It's not the dreadlocks. It's not the fact that you're saying you're related to Kanye West. It's not the fact that you're saying you're former producer of Drake. It's not the fact that you're saying that you know Beyonce from the blog. No. It's not the hip hop songs. It's the fact that you came with a dollar sign. Let the money run out. That's when you will find out.
She's insisting on that.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because that also happens most times.
It's true, it happens.
And I feel it's naturally women.
Kind of just be careful.
Exactly.
You have to be careful.
And that's why African men are actually also running away because wako like au mademu wetu pia wanapenda do sana.
Right?
In fact, in Nairobi, ask an African man, kwambia in Nairobi lazima ukuwe na pesa. Even the
That's
other guy
true.
said.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So bro, be careful also how you
Be
spend your money. You
careful.
can't be a passport bro because he said passport ni wenye wanakuja kutumia do to get love.
Yeah.
So long as you're using money to get love, you're really brainwashing that person.
Yes.
So definitely she'll do it. But when your money runs, get somebody, even the people you let in,
Mm-hmm.
know that person first before you
Take
flash.
time, yeah.
You might come and see because maybe for you $1,000
Yeah.
is easy.
Yeah.
But give that woman $1,000 in Africa, she will do everything because maybe she's
Yeah.
not used to that kind of
Of course.
money. For her it's 100,000. For
Yes.
you it's just 1,000 shillings.
Yes.
So that's what I'm telling you. It depends also with the person
Mm-hmm.
and who you are. Don't come flashing money.
Don't.
They will chop it. And once they chop it, you'll not see.
Facts.
Because I've also seen like the ones kuna wenye wamesota.
Yeah, that is
They are
so
here,
true.
they're wanalia TikTok.
Mm.
They were left.
Right?
Yeah, they came with money. These women used them,
Yeah.
dumped them. Well, the money got out.
Yeah.
Now he's in Mombasa alone,
Yes.
crying every day.
Things
They're even
happening.
asking people to actually send them money to save for tickets
Yes,
to go back
to
to,
go
their
back.
country.
Yeah.
So it is something that happens
That
naturally.
is so true.
They will run. She makes a little bit of sense though.
Right?
A lot of sense.
Yeah. I want us to reiterate about the part where the other guy replied.
That in Kenya, money speaks multiple languages. I know they're not telling you the truth. It's not because you have the most charming personality. It's not the fact that you have a nice accent and you have the truth.
Yeah. So after her video also went viral, this guy tried to respond to her, right? Because he said that he's not going to tolerate any disrespect. Take a look.
Bobby,
Of course, we selling in Nairobi, and we dominating too. See, I don't know what it is, but it seems like people always got something to say about us. We just minding our business. But now you done woke up the beast. Lady, you talking all this mess inside of a $200 apartment.
That's the one she's paying for. Mm-hmm.
You should be lucky that passport bros are here to save your ass. The average passport bro that's traveling is making anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 a month. We don't need you. You need us. Let's get this clear. We set the trend. We don't follow the trend.
Because you're using
So
money.
there's a lot of
Yes, all of you are saying the truth. You said the trend because you're using money. Without that money, she doesn't need you. if you're a passport bro and you're using your money to actually get those women, she don't need you. So even if you say in that $200 apartment, that you only buy 30,000.
Right.
That's a good house here in Kenya. Like literally, if you see a $200 apartment, you only nyumba mzuri. Kwanza ukienda, maybe even here in Rongai, you get almost a own compound house. Yeah. For $400, you get a mansion. Even here in Rongai, like $500, your own compound house.
That is
and
true.
Big, and maybe even you go upstairs.
That is true.
Literally. So it's our own money. I feel like I feel like that is where the problem comes in.
Thank you.
Unakuja na ile madharau ya.
Someone said the same
Wewe
thing.
uko na hiyo $200 yako, I don't need you. Unajua kuna kakiburi fulani, and it's only coming because you have that money that maybe she can access at that time. But if you are in Kenya, that $200 apartment bro hata ungeishi, because look at this passport brothers you were. Amesema they're earning an average of $5,000 to $15,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
In the States, when you look at the lifestyle in States, is that a stable person?
No. No.
Exactly.
No.
So you're just balling here. When you go back to your home, it's something different.
That is true.
Probably you're living in the dungeons. We wouldn't know.
Right.
If you don't know how to keep your money. So you can't come with the, hey, I need you. We don't need you. So long as you're coming with that money, we will chop. Once your money is gone with that mentality, you're gone.
That is so
don't
true.
come here to, I need you. I'm getting my $200. I'm living in a nice apartment. I'm comfortable without you. So how do you think you're coming here? And then you think that those women are actually submissive because they like your old ass or your accent, or because you know Beyonce,
right?
Or next to producer DJ Khaled.
You're so mean.
He's so mean, and that's why I say, how do women even sit with men like this?
It's
Men who
so
don't
funny
respect even
because
you.
That girl said the same thing. What you're saying
For
right
real?
now. Yeah, I'll play that video.
How?
But it's like, wow, the audacity in our country,
I
you're
know.
speaking to us like this.
I know, it's New York kiburi and iko na pesa, and once the $15,000 imeisha hivi, he runs. Even he has a back ticket already booked before he comes here in Kenya.
That is so true.
They're coming to flash. They waste your. How do you sit with somebody without morals? What does he say? It's like he's buying you at all.
Yes.
When he comes to that market, like I got the money.
Right.
I'm setting the pace. I'm telling, and this is why even maybe American women don't like their shit.
Look at that.
Because with a $5,000 salary,
it's not much in the States.
Exactly. Your woman has to work extra hard to help you pay the bills. So you'll come here and lie to a woman. Probably you never tell me this. Even with even 100,000, you can never disrespect my job and my hard work because you're a man and you have your shit. Have your shit, I have mine. I respect mine.
So true. Because you're putting in the work.
And then imagine
it is saying exactly Shimani.
I think it's their $1,000.
Negativity, brothers. And if these women keep talking negative about us, let's just leave and see them scrape. You know.
Oh my God.
I can see them scrape.
What? I think he's so delusional.
I feel maybe anamtiki wale maslay queen wenye wanapenda pesa wenye wana kitu kufanya. I feel like the type of women also is meeting at the ones that are buyable.
Yes.
You can buy them and you can just tell them, hey, I have the money, I'm controlling. Because a woman who is like stable, who has her own thing going on,
he hasn't met
he hasn't met Shmani because I'll show him dust.
Most of these women been living in huts anyway. You know what I'm saying?
We're living in huts. Oh my God!
And he's in Kenya.
I know.
Talking like this.
That's what I'm telling you. The type of people he has met are the ones that live in huts, don't have shit. That's just it.
Right.
But here's the deal, bro. Our social economic standing is so high. We shouldn't even tolerate this.
So why are you in Kenya?
So why are you coming to ball
here?
If your economic status is high, live high standards in the States because probably you're homeless.
Right?
Yeah.
Bullshit. People got a lot of stuff to say about passport bros, but I'm here to tell y'all.
Please, actually, let's just hear the response of the lady.
There's a passport brand is mad.
I know.
That's just it. Boy, you mad.
Yapping, running your mouth and saying, I'm American. So what if you're American? In America, you're a cockroach. You're a cockroach. You had no rights. Nobody cared about you. You're below the surface.
Literally.
That's why you have to go to Africa, a country where we value people. We value people of color. We are a community. We have a sense of community and we take care of each other. That's why you went there. And then you want to be talking nonsense. That you, as if you're the new sheriff in town. Now because you have some pocket change, you want to flex.
He said he was the highest. He said he was the final boss of this shit. Final boss of what? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
If you're that rich, why didn't you stay in America and compete?
If he's rich, exactly, clock it. If he was rich, he would be able to do the thing that he's describing in Kenya. He would be able to do it in America. No. He's rich in Kenya. That's what he meant to say.
But it's not even
I got my money, my dollar stretches longer in Kenya. In America, I'm average. I might even be above average for a black man, but I'm still in America, I'm an average man.
To your fellow Americans, in that capitalistic country, why didn't you stay there? You had to go to Africa, a low-income country, going to flex. It's like a man transitioning to be a woman, to compete in female sports, because you cannot compete with your fellow man.
Right?
Sit.
That was a little. I didn't like that line. I think that line could have stayed. That was a little transphobic. That was extremely transphobic, actually.
Down.
I'm not. I don't know what. I didn't watch that whole. I didn't watch that whole thing. I don't like that. I ain't gonna even hold you. But yeah, I agree with the rest of the stuff she was saying. She was 100% right. Yeah, that was transphobic. Though. I can't. I gotta. You can't have that. I don't like that talk. But anyways, nonetheless, that dude's an idiot. Get that American exceptionalism out your brain, sir. You are, like she said, I mean, in America, you are nothing. And you should be. I mean, you should, I want us to be treated as human beings in our country. That's not, I'm not, like laughing at you for that, but you definitely can't be going to another country, laughing at them. That's wild. That's wicked work.
It's giving that. For real, he was. I think we've always said this. There's a certain way. The ones that are dumb enough. I don't say all Americans, but there are some ones that feel they're better than Africans living here.
So true.
There are some that understand. The stupid ones are the ones that don't know. They'll come with, I'm an American. Do you know me, bro? So long as you're in this mat, before you talk, nobody's gonna know if you're American or not. We are the same. We look the same.
Yeah.
God damn it, my skin tone is even maybe lighter than you. What the hell are you saying? You see, and then the dumb ones that feel, hey, I am better than you just because I live in America.
That is true.
Yeah, and it's crazy you look down upon your brothers who want to show you real
your
love.
Real brothers and
exactly.
sisters.
They want to show you real love and affection because naturally Africans, we are lovers and we are accommodators.
Yeah.
We actually are like that, born with it. It's in our veins and blood. I'll not see a fellow black person or an African person and just not help.
That
naturally
so
I will.
true.
And that is why when they took advantage.
Yeah.
And that is why white people are here, because you are dumb enough to actually allow them. And hey, my brothers and sisters, thinking they are brothers and sisters, and then they fucked us up.
So
now
true.
we are struggling with our fellow African people to fight for a space in our own naturally land. It's crazy. It's giving black fighting with the black.
Which we always
African
say,
against
we're not
African.
united.
Exactly.
Even right now, the fragmentation of these countries, we don't come together. And that's where we are always defeated. Because all other races, one thing they have is unity.
It's unity.
They unify so fast.
Literally. You'll meet them even in the clubs.
Yes.
So long as there's just that white person. The next minute they're together, they're even talking.
Right.
You think they know each other. One is from Italy. The one is from still where? And it's that. But when it comes to us, even just because you're Siju who, you're from another tribe, I don't want anything to do with you.
Talk about
and that is our downfall.
Yes.
That is our downfall. You can't look down upon each other. It will not work like that. And if you ask this person where is he from, he doesn't even know himself or his idea. It looks like that time.
That is so
cockroach. She called not me, guys. She called him cockroach.
Things the way according to American standards, because Kenyan women are going to humble you. They're going to teach you lessons you've never. It will be like a movie. You will be on 60 Minutes Australia, stating your story and crying like a child. So relax. Go and put on a shirt. Go and put on a shirt and then talk to your elders with respect. Saying I'm making my content from a $200 apartment while you're making your content outside, meaning you're already homeless. Leroy. You're already homeless with no clothes. Aye.
Bible says when you argue with the fool, become a fool. So everyone sleep.
That's it, guys. Let's unify.
Yeah.
That was a conversation a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I came up with that conversation that I was sharing about about Black American women are too aggressive in quote for African men, and I don't think that's true. I don't like using the word aggressive. It's something which has been permeated all over the continent to actually put down the African woman.
Exactly.
They're not aggressive. They're just very outspoken. They know what they want.
They know what they want.
I can say that.
Yeah, they're queens. So
Yeah.
you won't actually downgrade her and
They're
just
straightforward, right?
Yeah, literally.
Yes, because it's like a woman who knows what they want. They're aggressive. No, I'm just not gonna succumb to your form of control.
Yeah.
But we're finding out here on Rythm School this beautiful afternoon. Thank you guys for joining us live on YouTube. I hope you're doing better. December to remember, as you download our app on the Google Play Store to get yourself amazing healthy supplements that we do have. I was saying to our mosquito saying, hey you guys, it's been a while on YouTube. Shimani, did you go on a cruise ship holiday or a trip to the village like Joby?
No, boss. We don't have villages here. We live in $500 homes.
He's saying Passport Brothers. I thought it was Passport Bros. While I was Shimani, the Passport Bros got game. Are there any Passport Sisters? Tell us about that.
I can't be a passport sister. To give a man my money so that he can love me and control him. No, Harry Passport Brother, give me that money, bro. I show you how to use it.
Oh my gosh, guys, have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weekend. I'm sending you so much love and light. Remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. Download our app on the Google Play Store to get yourself healthy supplements. We do have 4 different categories, and also stream on www.blackoutfrightenetwork.com if you're using the iPhone to get yourself healthy supplements to feel rejuvenated, healthy, and revitalized. Because you gotta live healthy, you gotta have purpose still to fulfill, and you are the change you see in the world. You are the change you need to see in the world. Take care.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much, Dear Mosquito. Nice to see you. Mr. Black on Fire in the building. Thank you so much, everybody that was listening to us on YouTube. For those who are going to watch this later, please show some love. And please, let's love each other. Like, literally, let's unify. That is my closing remark. But then remember, the weekend is here, guys. I want to see you on Monday. Stay healthy, live healthy, and please mind your environment. Wherever you're going, make sure you're safe. Much love. See you on Monday. Mwah. Cheers.
Much love, guys. Take care and be safe, please. It's the holidays.
Yeah.
Feel the freshness. Greetings to the sound of everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all my brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning in to Black Fire Radio.
fantastique. Elle habite solo et ça c'est fantastique, ça c'est méchant. Yeah,